Zoom conference earlier, panel, I guess, earlier today. And, whoop. Echo. But yeah, so yeah, I decided to kind of ride that momentum and do some demoing. I have multiple things going on, so I'm going to be doing some compositional design for this for making this insect extrusion city that I started before. And but the piece of interactive fun here is that I have beta access to Dall-E 2 now, and so my I have permission to take prompts from people. I just have to screen the results before I share them. But there's a lot of people who've been like curious about this tech, and so. Hence the give me Dall-E 2 prompts in the description here. So if anybody is curious about this tech, please write into chat. Give me sentences. Give me descriptions of scenes you'd like to see, and maybe I'll run some of them in the background while I work on this stuff. But so that's very exciting. When I first got access, I like couldn't sleep. I had like 3.5 hours of sleep that night. So I'm gonna keep making some thumbnails. This is where I left last one's off at, and what I'll probably do is make it. I'll probably just expand this canvas actually rather than making a new one. Trying to keep everything on one layer. So anyways, I gonna figure out where I was when I left off here. Now that I have fresh eyes, it's been a while since I've looked at these. I like these two. I think that's kind of a nice, I might just go straight into Photoshop soon and just start working these up here. Yeah, I'm gonna play around with taking that same one and doing a vertical composition here. Maybe a little wider. Maybe we'll go with like a 4x3 kind of thing. Okay, so we have our first Dall-E 2 prompt has come in. In Twitch, we have a rainbow basketball comet flying through a wall made of cake. Interesting. Yeah, let's try it. I mean, I'm sure it understands these concepts here. So I am going to generate that now. It will only take a couple minutes, and if the results are within their content guidelines, I will show them. So definitely keep them coming. I can like I said, I can handle about a prompt every minute or so. I do have a limit. I think I have 50 more today. And if you like, I can save them. But they have to. They can't be posted without crediting the Dall-E system. And oh, here we go. All right, these are within their community guidelines. So, well, I don't know. I don't think this fully shows off the capabilities of the tool. It is quite interesting. I mean, this one down here is neat, and if I wanted... You know what it is? I think it's kind of thinking that the entire thing is a cake decoration. It's like, all of this looks like icing. I find that just making a lot of weird prompts can kind of help you understand, like, the logic of it. You kind of get an intuition of how this thing works. So yeah, that's a rainbow basketball comet flying through a wall made of cake. I'm probably not going to draw that one. If I find one that I really like, I might riff on it. But yeah, that's it's really surprising. There are some things, despite how advanced the system is, it's definitely it's been inferior in some of the prompts I've used to some of the other machine learning art creation tools I've used. It seems to have a weaker understanding of art compared to like photographic things, art styles. There are a lot of contemporary artists who I think may have actually been removed from the data set. I've been trying to talk to... I'm going to be sending some questions to the devs after I use this some more, trying to kind of parse out why... there's definitely some well-known contemporary artists who aren't showing up. Jesus... so I'm getting another prompt idea here. Jesus Leomon using T55 to bath Harry Voldemort. Okay, so I don't think I can use this one. They have a rule against using specific people. I cannot use celebrities. I think characters are okay, but I cannot use like real people or real people's names unless Jesus Leomon. I actually don't know who that is. If they're a fictional character, then I could try that. Ooh, here we go. Another Twitch prompt ideas come in. A huge futuristic military quadcopter transporting crates full of food. Okay. Let's try it here. And I'm gonna go back to my drawing here while it generates, and then I will show you the results. Like I said, it's impressive in how quick it is. Right now I'm working on my insect extrusion city concept here. Can I say the word tea? Asks Human Discussions on Twitch. The word tea? I don't know what you mean there. So, here we go. Dall-E has delivered. So, oh, this is good. Wow. So this is a huge futuristic military quadcopter transporting crates full of food. So it looks like my recent ones are not working. I'm going to have to actually download these, I think, if I want to. So I guess I'll just download all of them real quick. I'm trying to build up kind of a library, even if I don't use these for art. I actually have I have a bulk image downloader. I guess I could use instead. Huh, it's not showing up. I wonder if they disabled the ability to do that. So for each one of these I can generate variations, which is quite cool. Thanos tricking on it. Here's the problem: is we're supposed to keep this as PG as possible right now. I don't think I'm gonna do Thanos twerking on the moon. I know it's borderline because it's not explicit, but I'm really trying to play it safe here. So yeah, pretend that you're making something for like general audiences. Yeah, I had a like hour-long conference with the devs where they were explaining this, and this is a really critical time right now when it comes to PR for this, so they're really trying to But I will do a flying steampunk city on Venus made of helicopters. Yeah, this is the kind of creativity you can really like explore here. Um, I mean, it is fine. I think it's fine to use Thanos. If I check their community guidelines here, let me go back to if I check their community guidelines again here, which are public. So in theory, I could just post them into let's see here. It is. I'm just gonna post them in chat so that you guys can know what their guidelines are here. Here we go. Content policy. So I'm gonna share my screen. So yeah, no hate, harassment, violence, self-harm, like explicit sexual stuff, shocking, illegal activity, deception, political, spam, public. But then they also say, you know, no images of people without their consent, no public figures, no realistic, you can't upload realistic faces, although you can generate faces without uploading. I'm not going to be doing any uploading today. And so, so yeah, this is kind of an overview of what you can and can't do with it right now, which is very understandable. So I shall go back to sketching while I wait for more prompts to come in. Let's see, oh, it has already come in. I'm gonna be switching a lot here. So here is a flying steampunk city on Venus made of helicopters. That's kind of unusual. It definitely, oh, look at that. Oh, this is wild. I'm just like, I'm absolutely entranced by this. That's definitely a difficult, oh, this looks actually pretty good, right? Like, it's good. It's going for the idea. I really think like a hilarious like Jackbox style party game would be like, here is an image, guess what prompts were used, you know? Yeah, this is great. So let's see here. I've got another suggestion in chat. An overhead photorealistic shot of a futuristic highway cloverleaf exchange in the style of Mobius. Yes! Oh, this person gets it. Yeah, let's see how this one looks here. So I'm not allowed to actually show the generations until I can screen them, so I'll put it off monitor and I'll keep drawing while I wait for that to go through. This is so much fun. I'm really glad we're allowed to stream this. The people at OpenAI who I interacted with seem pretty cool. They just really want like, they just want to make sure that they're still tuning it, they're still figuring out the usage rights. There's a lot of, and in the wrong hands this could kind of hurt humanity more than help it, so I do understand there. Oh wow, that's fast. So yeah, here is an overhead photorealistic shot of a futuristic highway cloverleaf exchange in the style of Mobius. Well, I'm not sure I really got the Mobius style. This doesn't look, like I said, it seems like Dall-E is a bit weak on styles, artist styles. If you say through a 30 millimeter lens or a 70 millimeter lens, you can get, so I'm, like I said, I'm getting, downloads of all of these just as sort of a personal study kind of a thing. And then I can also show the devs what I made. They're just kind of, alright, I've got another one in chat. We have Popeye Moon the Sailor Scout. Oh boy, this is, we'll see how that goes. I'm just working on my sketching while I wait for it here. Ha! Oh, this is funny. Alright. I'd say did a pretty good job with that. Popeye Moon, the scalar sound. So it hears moon. So where I don't see a lot of actually I do see a bit of Popeye in these eyes. It kind of has that like 20s cartoon style a little bit. I'd say that one is maybe the closest to the idea of Popeye Moon, but most of it is just like Sailor Moon. It was trained on fan art, yeah, pretty much. Oh man. See, now, it doesn't always do a good job. What's important to realize with this tool is that it's cherry picked. The stuff you see on social media is often, you know, people are choosing the best of the 6 or the best of 100. I'd say this one is probably the most solid of all of them. Oh no! Oh, on Twitch, Puzzling suggests on DeviantArt. Take that as a modifier. Do you want me to try that? Oh no, I'm kind of scared. No, okay. See, I don't want to. Here's the problem: is I do have a limited number of these I can do per day, so I do want to make these count. So yeah, I will take further suggestions as they come in. A good prompt modifier is like something made of something else. So like the idea of, you know, that Venus colony made of helicopters. So I'm getting a comment in from YouTube. Tall black tower in the middle of the ocean at night as a storm as digital art. Yeah, let's try that. So I am currently running that. In about a minute, I'll show you what it comes up with. Oh boy, I don't know. This one's kind of a miss, I think. It's just kind of hard to see. So yeah, so this is a tall black tower in the middle of the ocean at night as a storm, in the storm. Yeah, I mean, it did follow the prompt. I'll say that. But ooh, here's a comment from Twitch here. A forest of aspens made of glass with a liquid rainbow creek flowing through it. Shot on a tripod. I think they mean shot, not short. So, shot on a tripod. I don't know what's saying on a tripod. It might actually try to generate tripods. Are you sure you don't mean like shot on a 70mm lens or something? Let's try like let's try an actual lens thing. I find that you get more photographic results when you're doing that. I'm not a huge the camera artsies. Yeah, I'm not a huge expert on camera stuff, but oh man, that's fast. Here we go. So, forest of aspens made with a liquid rainbow creek. I think what it was trying to do is actually make the aspens liquid rainbow. That's kind of cool. This is kind of pretty. Oh, this is kind of neat too. I mean, it's not exactly what I think you were imagining, but some of the usefulness of this tool is getting surprised. I think that using like rainbow as a modifier is cool. Made of glass is another one. This is where they just tried to take glass panels and mix them in with regular aspens. A 3D render of a, so I'm getting another comment coming in on YouTube here. A 3D render of a pillow that makes sure you get a deep sleep. So we'll see how this goes. I will say that there's a level of abstraction of the idea that something has an intention, like the pillow makes sure something. Oh, interesting. Something went wrong. You broke Dall-E! This is still very much beta. So... yeah, I'm still getting an error on that. And I'm reacting to a Facebook comment. Hello, Devin. Nice to have you on here. Well, I'm trying it. Let me see if I can, I find that being very descriptive with this and like what something actually looks like, rather than something that makes sure of something, is kind of a good way to go. How about, I'm trying to think of a way to modify. Let me try a new prompt. I've got one in on Twitch here. A boring gray office building that has been built on a pink frosted donuts with a tilt shift effect. Oh man. It'd be funny if this one didn't break Dall-E after... oh no! Well, I may have to, I'm still getting, says, try again later or contact if this is an ongoing problem. They might be under a load here. I'll keep drawing, for a while and, build up. I'll still take prompts and I'll try in a few minutes if I can get this to work. And, I might take a break to contact their support, but I appreciate the prompts, guys. This is great. But yeah, nope, we're gonna have to have boring old-fashioned art making right now. I think I'm gonna be ready to jump into Photoshop pretty soon with this. So yeah, as a reminder to anyone new dropping in here, if you comment with prompt ideas for AI, I will generate them using the most advanced AI tool available in beta testing. In theory, Google has one that is as advanced or better, but it is not at all open to the public. So this is the best I can get. Going for a tower that has these like mini towers kind of coming out from it here. So to show what I'm referencing here is a bunch of pieces I made in Disco Diffusion and painstakingly isolated, and now I'm finding I'm doing drawings to figure out how to put them together again. Ooh! So we've got a good prompt idea here on Twitch. Ghost says, new species of dog discovered in the Marianas Trench. See, dog's a good one to use because there are just so many pictures of dogs that the model's trained on that like it just it has the AI has a very strong idea of what a dog is. In fact, the very earliest AI system that I was playing with in 2015, the joke was that all it really made were slug dogs. You definitely had dog-like faces everywhere in it, so if it doesn't understand a dog, it's going to, that's definitely a sign there's something wrong with their servers. So I'm gonna try the dog one here, just see if it runs. Oh, it looks like it's working. Oh. Here we go. Well, unfortunately, I think this one is a miss. It is a good, it is a, so, that's weird. It's almost like it thought it's an album cover, even though I didn't specify that. So I'm gonna take a picture of this. I'm just might be a more efficient way to try to learn what it's doing, because this is something that the devs said that if we got unexpected results, we should tell them about it. And this is definitely an unexpected result to me. So let's go back in time here and try out this one Twitch suggestion for the gray office building that's built on a pink frosted donut. On a pink frosted donut, does that mean multiple donuts, or do you want like one single giant donut? Just one. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we don't want to go crazy here with like too many donuts. That would just be weird. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, so it didn't really listen to, I think, what you had in mind, but these are actually quite cool. I like these. I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm gonna save these all. So yeah, it's basically trying to meld a building with a pink frosted donut rather than... It's definitely not boring and gray, right? But look at how good this is from a photoreal. You can see this tree is floating in the space, but like when it comes to photographic realism, you know what? Look at that. Depth of field. It's doing that depth of field because it's trained on donuts. And I've noticed this is that if I give an AI a prompt of something small like jewelry, and I tell it to make a building, but a building mixed with jewelry, the building will have this depth of field effect. Because it's like, the AI doesn't understand like why there is blurriness in the background of small objects. It doesn't understand the science of photography. It just knows that that object is often associated with a blurred background, and it is super cool to see that. So definitely just playing with this is a really good way to be able. So let's see, now I have another one coming in from Twitch. A tiger and a small child playing on a playground in the style of Bill Watterson. Okay, yeah, let's try that here. Oh, interesting. Man, this is so fast. I'm just like blown away by how fast. So yeah, totally not. You know what? It really doesn't understand artist styles well. I mean, it's definitely doing some kind of a cartoon style, but this is nowhere near Calvin and Hobbes. But I mean, look at that. With Playground, it understands swings and it knows what slides are, but not exactly how the swing and the slide go together. But yeah, I wonder. So here's a question, just for my own curiosity here. Let's get rid of in the style of Bill Watterson and see what happens. First of all, let me take a screenshot of this for people to research here. But yeah, definitely, it likes actions. It likes very concrete things. If you talk about emotions, you can actually get some pretty interesting results. Okay, here we go. So, wow. No, see this is pretty interesting. You can see it didn't get the shadow very well. Yeah, I'll screenshot this here. So, I have a bit of a backlog. I'm gonna do Unhappy Snowman made of ice cream. Melting in the desert. It's a good one too. This one's good. This one's good. These are all great. This one's definitely a hit. I'm gonna download all of these just for fun. I'm gonna put them in my Discord server when we're done with this. I've got a humor channel. Look at that! Oh, that's great. That's really cute. I like this a lot. Aww! Oh, I'm so sad for them. Oh no! Look at how realistic this one is. Jeez. This one's definitely I'm gonna save this one as a favorite. I'm gonna save this one as a favorite too. They have this thing where you have a collection, and I can then go in later and make variations. Oh, this. Yeah. See, I saw this one's not as good. I think whatever. I'll save it. I guess I can unsave it later. These ones I'm not digging as much. So Ghost of Christmas Future. Something has gone horribly right at the accident factory. So, I will generate this one, but, here's the problem is they've got this strong, community guideline against, like, gore, and I feel like factory accident, just using accident and factory in the same prompt might, yeah, I don't know, I don't want to tip any, I just got this, and I want to err on the side of caution here. I feel like factory accident is borderline. Realistic rabbits consulting a paper map next to tiny motorcycles. Okay. I am going to this one I think is pretty safe. Oh man. Oh, look at this. So, oh look at this. They're consulting a map. See, like, this is what's so cool about this tool is that, like, I wouldn't immediately have thought of the map being much larger than the rabbits, you know? Like, my first thought is they've got a tiny map. But this is actually this is a very cool concept. And you know what? If I had this illustration task as a freelancer, I would have eventually sketched this, but it would not have been my first choice. These are all great. I'm gonna screenshot that. And download these. Unfortunately, my recents is not working right now, so I have to manually download these. Let me just make sure that they're downloading okay, yeah. Okay. Oh man, it's great. It looks kind of like a digital painting, even though it's, we didn't use digital art as a prompt. Oh man, an office meeting held by orcs. An office meeting held by orcs about the amount of beer they have left. This would be an interesting experiment to try both of them. I kind of feel like let's try both and see what happens. Oh, this is funny. So it made them all like cartoons because I think anything involving an office meeting is like, it's trained on, it knows that office meeting is often like newspaper cartoons or something. It's really funny to see it try to do text. So then the question is does having See, now this one's a little more like fantasy art. You know what? I think I need to do a modifier. How about an office meeting with beer? Yeah, if I say about beer. Yeah, let's add training. Let's add. They said digital art is a good one when I I don't know how well trending on ArtStation works in Dall-E, but let's give it a go. Oh, here we go. All right, it is. This is a little more. This is a little more like it. Look at that. That's actually a very cool character design. I like that. Oh my gosh, they've got like a mech suit in here. They've got the tie, because you know office meetings have ties, right? Like, they. Ah, man. This is just great. I like how you know what? I think a lot of orcs have this, people associate it with these dark caves and cinematic lighting. It's really interesting that all of these are dark. This looks kind of, it's also interesting to me that, I wonder, you know what? I bet it's because I put trending on ArtStation that it looks more sci-fi. I just realized I can just go forward. If someone asked me about this, so I'm just... Alright, so, a space colony... Wait, hold on, let me, I want to link, my Twitch to someone real quick here. Alright, so, so we might have some more prompting happening here. So, a space colony harvesting resources from a planet made of vegetables. Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm gonna make this one digital art too. Or, Now let's try 70mm lens again for some more photographic. Now, maybe it's better not to specify and just see what it comes up with. So... Alright. Oh, weird. This is not where my mind would have gone. A space colony harvesting resources from a planet made of planet... Oh, it's trying to make a scene that's entirely made of vegetables. It's not thinking that the planet is made of vegetables. This is, you know what? I bet it's looking at the art from those artists who make scenes out of food. Alright, oh, that's weird. That's definitely one of the misses. But yeah, this one is pretty neat. It's almost like these are craters. That one, no. That one's cute. I'll download that one. This one I think is also probably the truest to the prompt. This one just looks neat on its own as an image. This one, I don't know what it was doing. Oh, a library built inside of a marble. Okay, that's cool. Alright, let's give it a tab. Yeah. So for anyone coming in here new, I keep moving it off the screen because I do have permission to show this, but I have to screen all images before showing them publicly. If it does anything that violates their content policy, which is fairly strict, I could lose my beta access. Oh, this is cool! Oh man. So this is interesting. So the prompt was a library built inside of a marble. And you can see it's trying to do that. And it's even getting sort of the letters of a library. It associates serif fonts with libraries. We've got the book here. Look at that. Oh, that's a good one. And isn't that funny? It says inside of a marble, and it also has been trained on like marble countertops and anything, that kind of thing. Oh, these are all great. This is just marble on a marble, right? I mean, how is it supposed to know? That's the thing, is that right now this doesn't really understand, like, context. I'm gonna download all of these. This one I just like. I'm gonna put that in my favorites. So now I have a new prompt coming in here. A luxury French kitchen made for mice chefs. You know what? I bet we're gonna get a shallow depth of field, blurry background with this because it's trained on mice, small things. Alright, so yeah, let's try this here. So I will keep drawing while it does its thing. I'm amazed at how fast it seems like it's actually gotten faster, and this is in theory like a pretty peak time. It's like it's incredible how fast it is. Oh boy! So here we go. It's already. So, oh look at this. That's adorable. So we have a luxury French kitchen, and here's the thing: is that I could take something like this and just clean it up, pretty easily. Oh, look at that. I mean, I don't know exactly what these are, but, like, that's just a cool image in general. Look at that! You get the little mice. It's interesting, too, that we aren't getting anything that even at all resembles Ratatouille. Look at that. That is just great. Now this, I don't know what's happening here. I don't know, when it says luxury French, it definitely has like the French buildings, but I don't know where mice is fitting into this one. So this is going to, I'm going to, take a screenshot here. So, I don't know how many gens I've done so far. I'll be, stopping before I hit the 50 mark because I have some people coming over later today and I want to save this for, doing with them, but, I still have a fair number. Oh, man. Wait, did I get all of these? Let me just make sure I did here. I don't remember. I kind of like this one, just as it is. I think I'm going to save it in my favorites. So, an elderly Viking warrior standing on a cliff holding a battle axe above his head in the middle of a thunderstorm. Yeah, I'm gonna give this one a go here. Wait for that to cook here. Oh no! You broke Dall-E! It looks like this may not follow our content policy. Further policy violations may lead to an automatic suspension of your account. Huh. Standing on a cliff. Oh, they have an anti-suicide content? So, and I bet battle axe and standing on a cliff. Yeah. I mean... Darn. Yeah, well, it's a learning process. So let's see, maybe a slight rules mod. Yeah, I mean, they're refining the rules as we go here. I think that they, you know what? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this just so that I'm sure they don't want this to be too heavy-handed, and so I can send it next time I meet with them. So they, just as a reminder to myself. Standing on a mountain. How about holding something besides a battle axe? How about a staff? I've already used staff as a prompt before. Okay, yeah, let's do that. A Viking warrior flexing his muscles while standing on a large amount of ice cream. Yeah, that sounds fun. I should have added elderly. Too late. Now this it can work with here. I find it interesting that yep, that's pretty much your it's all cartoon. It is really interesting to me how I guess fictional things like when we did orcs, the orcs came in as cartoon. And see, yeah, that's a pretty messed up face, but it looks like he's like laid a bunch of like Easter eggs, or he's about to engage in a water balloon fight. JD Arcade says, "How is it so good? I'm blown away." I know, it's absolutely incredible. Now, see, if I put like digital painting in this, we could actually get. Yeah, it's equal parts amazing and spooky. Yeah, it is. I think this one is probably the one that would have the least amount of cleanup. Because this could totally be... Yeah, you can, I'm pretty sure. Saying shot through like a lens, like 70mm lens. Here, let's try a photorealistic, yeah. Viking warrior second long my ice cream. Let's try that one here. All right, it is already delivered here. I don't know, mate. This, what is this? Oh, you know what's hilarious is when you write in bad cosplay of X, you get really great stuff. Like if I had written a bad cosplay of a Viking standing on a mountain of ice cream, I'd get stuff that looks. So what's interesting about, oh, you know what? I bet it's because of the lens. Oh, that's what it is. The lens, this lens is associated with photographing small things, so of course it makes it look like a plastic model. Oh, this is so cool. So yeah, let me just drop the lens and then see what happens. I'm gonna download some of these too. I'm just gonna download all of them real quick. I guarantee you I've never, even if I had the rights to this, I probably wouldn't do anything artistically with these, but they're kind of fun. Storage space is cheap. Alright, so I'm gonna drop the lens. I'm not an expert on lenses, so I'm probably gonna choose the wrong lens. I'm just gonna say photorealistic. Do you want me to try bad cosplay? I kind of wanna. Let's just try it. Bad cosplay. Oh man, the skeleton real estate agent one looks fun too. Well, actually, this did not do photorealistic. It really wants to make Vikings cartoons. So I guess photorealistic is not a very strong prompt, which is good to know. I kind of like the style of this one. It almost has like a Mobius vibe with like the line work. I don't know. This one's solid too. This is one of those ones where with some manual cleanup of painting the face, then so let's do the let's move on to the skeleton real estate agent one. Skeleton real estate agent holding an open house in a haunted mansion. That's gonna be pretty good, I think. Oh, this is good. It's a skeleton! Oh man. Oh man, that skeleton's freaking creepy. It's got this sort of like weird biomechanical thing going on. These are excellent. See, I look at these and I go, you know what? With about like an hour of cleanup, I could actually make this like a saleable piece that a publisher would put in like a game book or something. Not even an hour. The next stream session, I might try just prompting it and doing riffs on the prompts with Photoshop. I'm gonna download all of these. So cute. Notice the lighting. It's got that LED blue lighting that you associate with like Halloween decorations. Because I'm sure it's trained on Halloween decorations for a lot of this. Oh man, this is so fantastic. Okay, so we have bad cosplay of a tree trying to hide in the middle of the street. I have no idea how this one's gonna go. Let's find out. Yeah, this one is kind of meh. That's kind of funny. Oh. Just think about it. It's like, I think it doesn't understand the cosplay thing that well. Like, the one that I saw that was really funny was like a bad... Oh, look, it's got this bad cosplay of, Oh, that's funny. JD Arcane says, smiling people wearing suits sitting in an office. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Give it something that it should do really well at and see if it can actually just, like, fool us. First of all, I'm going to save this. It's just for my records here. Oh, by the way, guys, stained glass is an excellent modifier. Oh, this is great. This is where it gets creepy. These people do not exist. Look at that. Oh, that's horrifying. There's so much stock imagery of this. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually saw, like, Shutterstock, oh yeah, stock photo companies are scared, man. Like, I am sure. Greeting cards too. I mean, a lot of industries, really. Oh man. And see, yes, this does look kind of, this is firmly in Uncanny Valley, for sure. But, like, it's not going to be like that forever. I mean, look at that. I look at these people and I go, like, I haven't seen, this looks like a real person, but I've never met this guy. Look at that. Yeah, the eyes are definitely off. This looks like somebody I know, actually. That's... wow. Yeah, the eyes are different. Now, what's interesting about it is that I think... I've seen this happen before. It's not good at getting finger counts and stuff like that. You'll notice that if you were to cut this face in half, this eye looks totally normal, like a normal eye. And this eye looks totally normal, but the AI doesn't fully, like, have a grasp of symmetry. You know what I mean? You know, this could be, like, all of these are actually valid eyes. It just doesn't understand, like, to put them together. This is an excellent prompt. Thank you. I don't even think I would have thought to, like, to try that. But this is a very good learning experience. They all have perfect teeth, though, for the most part. Because, like, all stock photos have perfect teeth. It's like, it has to be. This one is like, and the thing is that so many people, JD Arcade says, they all look like really good employees, eminently hireable. I can smell their degrees. Yeah. One thing I was reading an article, though, is that there's definitely bias in the AI. I mean, it's trained on stock photos, so this is really speaking to, like, that guy's teeth are just horrifying. Look at that. Like, let me zoom into some of these faces real quick here. Like, look at this guy. This guy's gonna haunt your dreams, man. This guy does not have your best interests at heart. Yeah, that's definitely, like, one of the recipes for Uncanny here is just, like, is lack of symmetry, because that's a huge judge of like beauty in human psychology, is how symmetrical the faces are. On Discord, commenters are saying degrees like business and senior business and best business. Yeah, this is fantastic. So So I'm gonna keep drawing until I get some more prompts here. I've decided I'm going to take a back seat today on the prompts and share this with it. So I found out that Dall-E's waitlist is like over 1 million people right now, and so I feel like it's definitely a privilege to have access to this right now, and I want to share it with people who are interested. One of the comments says they look like bad Madame Tussauds wax figures. Yeah. A squirrel goes to the opera. Yeah, a really good way to do this is to use animals. In Twitch, someone says NVIDIA's already perfected fake human generation. It's inevitable that Dall-E 2 gets to that point. I mean, it's already kind of at that point where it's actually you can do it with Art Breeder. You can breed humans, so to speak. Let me log in and show you guys my account. They always look like somebody's idea of like an ideal self or ideal partner. This looks like someone took Barack Obama and was messing with it, but you can actually like breed people in this way. It's very fun. So here we have a squirrel goes to the opera. So that's interesting. It's different, yeah. The thing assumes that the squirrel is performing in the opera, because I bet most opera pictures are of a performer. So that makes sense. It's cute. Look at that tail. That's very strange looking tail. It's like how realistic the fur is compared to the... It's kind of elegant, actually. I kind of like the way that body was done. This one is pretty meh. Ooh, this one's good. I have a comment of a Gothic cathedral space station orbiting a... Yeah, that's my jam. Now, I have a feeling that at least a couple of these are going to be just stained glass. It is very strong at stained glass stuff. So, what have we here? Oh, weird. So we're looking at a Gothic cathedral space station orbiting a stained glass planet. I think maybe we should say a planet made of stained glass. Oh, weird. I mean, it's trying. It's not really succeeding, but it is trying. These look like album covers. Man, this is actually pretty good. I'd say this is probably the best of these. That's pretty neat, just from like an abstraction point of view here. But yeah, some of these are definitely hit and miss here. So what I'm trying to do is save the bad ones too, because I feel like what's happening right now is people are only saving the good ones. And I feel like I need to do my due diligence as a beta tester here. It could be they'll look at them and they'll go like, we don't have time for this, but I'm hoping to be able to like have some more in-depth conversations or at some point. So... Alright, I shall go back to drawing for the time being. I have not been keeping track at all of how many prompts I've done. I know I'm not too close to 50 yet. I'd say I'm probably at 25. So I still have some go here. Maybe something with plants. It does a very good job with like flowers and plants. Some kind of hybrid plant monster, something like that. We have a Formula One racetrack built in the canopy of a rainforest. Okay. That sounds... This is one of those things that, like... If I were to get something like this from a client, it'd be equal parts, yay, that sounds like an awesome challenge, and equal parts like, oh no. So it'll be pretty interesting to see what it returns on that. Oh, this is interesting. So yeah, I did the zoomed out perspective. See, if I had been sketching, I would have tried to show it hanging from the treetops from below the trees or something. But it took this, maybe it's because canopy, when you Google, a good rule of thumb with this is that if you Google something like canopy, you know, look at what the top results are, and if most of them are from the sky, then that's probably what you'll get. I mean, really, like, this is a lot less mangled than I was expecting. Huh. It does surprise you. I do actually have a bulk downloader, but the problem is it doesn't name them properly. If I download it this way, then Dall-E names them with the prompt. A racetrack built in the branches of an aspen forest. Okay. Yeah, let's I love aspens. I kind of just want to generate an aspen forest. So we'll see what happens with that. Oh, interesting. So instead of racetrack, it's just, I think it's, you know what it is that the AI has a really strong understanding of track in terms of like wheels, and so maybe it kind of overwhelmed the race part. I mean, here's the thing, if you were to be on your phone, like on Instagram, scrolling, I almost guarantee you would think this was a photo. Look at that. I mean, the depth of field is off. But, like, look at that. I mean, that's really realistic. Wow. Look at that. Isn't it funny, though? It's that the AI doesn't understand that, like, it put a tree in between where the car goes. It's like, clearly you would never see that in the real world. Interesting. So one thing to note is that when I did the onboarding, they made it very clear that Dall-E 2 actually has nothing to do with Dall-E Mini. A lot of people think that the same company put those out. They actually recently made Dall-E Mini change their name. They're now called Crayon, but with AI in the name, get it? Really not cool of them to use that name if they don't actually like own the tech or have nothing to do with it, but so I'm glad they changed it. So for anyone coming in late and you see me drawing, you can still give me Dall-E prompts. I know that's what my stream is called. I just keep them off the screen while they're generating. Well, I probably should actually be conserving these for when I show this off later. Um, so maybe I'll get going now. And yeah, thank you to everybody who came in and gave prompts. This is really fun. And yeah, this is, if anybody's wondering what I'm drawing right now, I'll cut to it here. I could actually switch over. If I take a brief break, I could switch over to, I think I have enough to go on with my sketches to make something with these. I've painstakingly isolated a bunch of disco diffusion generations, which disco diffusion is a different AI system. So yeah, yeah, maybe I'll stop sketching and I'll just go straight to just give me a moment to Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna switch over to using Photoshop, so I'll go ahead and like send this to myself here. Just sort of a reference. So let's see. We'll just go JPEG. Come on. Okay, just sent it to myself on Discord so I can have it here. Because I am in iOS and sharing stuff, it says excellent successful, it really worked. Sharing stuff in iOS stinks. Alright. Check out this nifty monitor arm. It's actually built for photographers. Oh, oops, I'm still saying BRB here. So, alright, time to shift gears a bit and do some painting. So yep, prompts are still open, but I'm going to focus a little more on painting. So if someone has technically the stream title says I'm taking prompts, but if you don't have a burning desire to see more prompts, then hold off. I might want to let some new people try out the tool. So alright, so I'm gonna make a brand new so I have the drawings that I just worked on here. These are in my iPad. And I think I'm going to go with a combination of like this one and that. I might do both of them. Heck, I might as well, you know. Maximalist answer, right? Let me make a new, it's about a 3:2 aspect ratio, I'd say. Let me just rearrange my desk a bit. Cleaning off my tablet. Let's make it's doing the thing where it's not mapping right. Oh, no, it is mapping, okay. Okay. Let's actually make it 3:4. I'm gonna change it anyways. Let's give it a nice neutral background. And I'm going to kind of recreate the rough in here. I want to think about the atmosphere a little bit. 1 second. So I really like this depth of field and this like kind of like light gray, blue. And this is one of my favorite gens. So I think I'm gonna like kind of roll with that kind of color for the background. And so right now I'm just gonna go in and kind of give it right now I'm just trying to give it some layering and some nice yeah, so now I don't have enough monitor space. Do I need to get a 4th monitor? Nah. Not yet. I don't have space for it. Alright, so I use pretty much the same tools. Ooh, that's a good one. I just got a new prompt suggestion for Dall-E 2. And so let me wade through my many browsers here to get to it. Oh yeah, this is Art Breeder. I was talking about that, and I don't think I was actually sharing my screen when I did. But you can basically breed faces together to make realistic faces, which is very interesting. But I'm gonna close out of that for now. All right, so let's try that prompt here. Oh, this is good. So yeah, so this is in Dall-E, a New York City apartment filled with hundreds of computer screens. Yeah, see, it's got the windows looking out. It associates that with. It looks kind of like Hong Kong. That's interesting. That's how most of them are off. It's kind of unusual that you would see that with screens. These are cool. I like all of these. I like all of these. This is cool. This one, I like this one, like just artistically, like kind of comparing window with screen like that, the way they have the same level of exposure. Like there's something artistic about this. Like I feel like a fine artist could really play that up as a theme in a painting. Sort of like the relation of how windows and actually I have a client who sells a lot of technology products so I was looking for cool ideas for covers for their buyer's guide, and I could actually see doing something with like windows and screens like this. There's a seed of an idea here. I don't remember if I saved that one. I think I did. I'll go ahead and save that one too. Oh, a cyberpunk city street made of neon. That one, it's gonna do really... I mean, all the AI tools are super good at cyberpunk. Everybody loves cyberpunk. So I'm gonna work on my Grasshopper Cathedral City while I wait on the... Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at that. Wow. I mean, these this is like a side-scroller video game. These are good compositions, you know? Like look at that. There's a sense of like balance here. You don't see a lot of like weird tangents. Like this is getting some like rule of thirds action. I don't know. I'm always really interested in how well these things are composed. You'd think you'd get a lot of garbage. Maybe I just have low standards, I don't know, but I mean, you can definitely see like the street made of neon part, and like right here, it definitely works with the neon. So I'm just going to do a rough recreation of the sketch I had before and take some liberties. Most of this line work will go away. I want this to look almost like a cross section. There's something inside of this building that I'm working in this whole city with these like small insects do most of the construction, and they are guided using like these pheromone markers. And I'm going to combine the best of a couple of these. I like my kind of cathedral tree thing going on, which will go here. So I have another Dall-E prompt, a satellite shot of a cyberpunk storage yard. Alright, let's try it. Ooh, that's nifty. That's a good one. A satellite shot of a cyberpunk storage yard. This is an excellent like texture material. It looks almost like partially like technology. Oh, this is so cool. All of these are good. And what's neat is I can make, this one's technically more realistic, I guess. I like this one a lot. I'm gonna save this one in the collection. I love this one. You know what, why don't I go to my collection for a sec? I can show some of what was generated today. We have the unhappy snowman made of ice cream melting in the desert. So cute. I just love these. So it's nice that it... Ooh. A hulking monster made out of clockwork parts trending on ArtStation. Yeah, I'll try it. You know what? I'm going to try this with the trending on ArtStation and without it. Because I think that I don't know. I don't know how well training on ArtStation actually helps this particular model. So, we have Return with a hulking monster made of clockwork parts trending on arts. Oh man. That is fun. That is really fun. Look at that. It's definitely stylized. Now the question is like, you know what? If you want something scary, I bet you could do a modifier like Giger. But then again, artist modifiers have not done so well in the past, so... I guess the question is are you looking for something funny or something scary? Oh, now my recent images is working. They're probably under a bunch of load right now. Yeah, these are all great. So let's see. Let's try scary, and let's make it. I don't know. Is Giger a living artist or a dead artist? I don't remember. I think he's still alive, right? I definitely... We aren't allowed to use any of these commercially yet, although they said retroactively we can. The stuff we generate now can be commercially used later. They just have to hammer out their terms. But I don't really want to use a living artist's name. But let's just see what it does. Okay, interesting. So I got rid of ArtStation. It's not doing anything Giger-like. I really think that I am suspecting more and more that the devs have removed artist names from this. Like, they have the classics like Van Gogh. But, like, this is definitely not Giger. It's really fun. What is this? That's kind of interesting. It looks like it has almost like... It looks like a moray eel, doesn't it? I'm gonna save this one and... I'm gonna save this one. A 5-story indoor water clock. See, a way to test this out would be to try Googling it and see what you get. Ah, I already started it. No. So here is our water clock. That's pretty cool. This, what is this? That's cool. I like this one. That's interesting too. I'm gonna save these all. I kind of regard this. That's interesting. I'm trying to think of another modifier besides just made of... Oh, let's try it. But yeah, the 5-story is an interesting one. You can see it really tried to capture scale with that. You really, to be a good prompt artist, you just have to do this a lot, and you just kind of start to build up this like model or this intuition of what it does. Hello, hello. Nuisance on Twitch. Give me some prompts. Huh. Oh, okay. These are cool. Oh man. Yeah, made of glass is just like always gonna be like a banger modifier. Like, look at that. That's just too cool. That kind of prismatic thing. Oh yeah. Ugh. That's what I'm talking about. This kind of like, this definitely looks like something from like the far future, you know? This is kind of fun. You know what? This is very pleasing. I really like the harmonious colors that you get with these. Like, I'll go ahead and save this one. That's cool too. They're all cool. I wonder what gives this kind of grid pattern just for the made of glass modifier. So now new prompts coming in from Twitch. We have an abandoned infinite mall that sells. Actually, I'm going to prioritize nuisance because I don't want to. I may run out of prompts sooner rather than later, and I want to give everybody a chance to try this. So. An alien multi-legged creature made of undulated pork slices. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Oh my gosh. What have we done? I mean, technically this isn't violating their terms of service, but it feels like it almost is. Oh my gosh. I mean, it really isn't violating their terms of service, but it sure feels like it is. Gosh. What are we doing? This is, you know what? You know that, like, you know that kill me meme? Where you see, like, these horrible monstrosities? This is perfect. This is perfect for that. Oh my gosh. This makes me uncomfortable. Oh. Oh man. That's actually pretty cool looking. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save this one too. This is, you know, this definitely makes a statement, right? Like, there are people who look at this and they say that's not art, but like, I beg to differ. Like, seriously. Alright, J.D.R. King says, is having two people or things fighting against terms of service. It is not. Their rule is keep it PG. If it has, as long as it doesn't have gore, you are cool to have as many things fighting as you want. We could have the entire Super Smash Brothers, like, cast just going at it. I mean, clearly they do understand copyrighted characters, because we tried that with the Sailor Moon thing earlier. But hold on, there's a prompt in here that I think I missed. An abandoned French fries fencing on top of a burger. Okay, let's try it. See, when you use common food stuff, you get you get very photorealistic results because there's just so much like food out there. Oh, interesting. Well, in one sense, I guess they're fighting, but not exactly. I mean, that is like, look at the realism in that. I mean, holy crap. Look at that. Look at the burns on the fries. Like, oh man. That's just, ah. Wow. So I believe we had a suggestion on Twitch I haven't gotten to yet, which is an abandoned infinite mall that sells everything. So I'm looking at Twitch here. Boy, the suggestions are coming in now. Let's see. 2 overweight clowns on unicycles having a boxing match. So here's an abandoned infinite mall that sells everything. Well, this is neither selling everything or infinite. I'm not sure about this one. Ooh, I like this composition. Yeah. I mean, that's neat. That's cool too. I really like, look at that little bit of purple there. I like that light. I mean, there's something so cool about abandoned malls. Alright, so what do we have next? 2 overweight clowns on... Liminal, that's a good word for it. I really feel like this one is especially liminal. There's something about like the reflection being just as bright as the light. 2 overweight clowns on unicycles having a boxing match at the circus. Let's go. So I am, by the terms of service, not allowed to actually show you guys this generating. I have to wait for it to generate and then screen the results. Here we go. Oh my gosh. I don't know where the wheelchair's coming from, but okay. Oh, and unicycles, right. So I was thinking cycle and it does a wheelchair. That's interesting. Oh my gosh. Oh, that one's funny. Oh, a Twitch commenter says it feels wrong to laugh at these. They're clowns. They want to be laughed at. Like, I refuse to feel bad about this one. This one is really, like, well executed. If I had, like, I mean, they messed up the faces, but everything else, like, if I were to paint the faces, this could be passed off as a photo on, like, Instagram or Twitter, or a place where people are just, like, they've got a small screen, they're not really seeing that, you know, sure, the hands aren't quite right, but, like, who's gonna notice this? Alright, now, next one in the queue, we have, a landscape made of mold with arches and caves. That should be... Oh boy, we're getting into philosophy here. Can AI clowns have consent to be laughed at or display intent? Oh wait, I gotta get this off the screen. Look how fast that is. Okay, oh, this is interesting. Look at... So we have photoreal. We have... this, which, like, this is a really interesting abstraction. Like, this is high art. Like, if you were to walk into a gallery and someone had this framed with, like, a really nice frame, like, you would just think it's some kind of, like, modern derivative of Matisse or something. This is sort of capturing the mold vibe. I like it. I actually like it well enough to maybe put it in my collection here. And look at this. This looks like an RPG model or something made of, like, paper mache. But yeah, you're right. You'd think that it would capture moldy as... it's got the moldy colors, but it's certainly not... See, this looks like a... This is actually very cool. Nuisance, this reminds me of that little pirate game you were working on. It's a different... It's a different style, but it's got that kind of presentation, right? Like, you're making that, like, cute... I'm gonna save this one too. So you can keep the prompts coming. You suggested I will render it within the bounds I am given. So as a reminder to anyone who's just dropping into Twitch, I'm currently taking prompt ideas for Dall-E 2. I have beta access, and as long as you keep it PG, I will render it. And no realistic, no real people, or like nobody who has an actual name. Like you can do fantasy characters. I can go through for anybody who oh, interesting. A group of children having a camping trip in a desert made of candy, minus cartoon. I don't actually know how negative prompting works in this. In some ways, Dall-E is not very robust, but we can try it. Because, yeah, you can bet that, it'll probably be a cartoon if you don't have it. Ooh, a clay diorama of a moon base. That's good because if you, materials are a good modifier. When you say made of clay or made of Lego, like, it has a pretty... Oh, interesting. So the cartoon thing did not really work. So children on a camping trip in a desert made of candy. Yeah, I mean, if I were to look at this and not know what the prompt was, I would probably say that that's what this is. And once again, like, humans are mostly attuned to faces. If I were to take about an hour and erase all of these, like, completely mangled faces and put in... What the heck? Ugh. See, here's the thing. I like streaming this because when you look online and like social media, you only see the winners. I'm gonna save all of them, but you don't tend to see the ones that like doesn't do as good of a job with. This definitely looks like it's like telling a story. So let's see. We have a clay diorama of a moon base. Oh, this is neat. It's different, it's kind of stylized, but like, I kind of dig, it's very satisfying looking. Clay diorama of a moon base. Look at that, that's kind of cute. It's really interesting on how they're approximating craters. Look at that. And you notice that there's a lot of depth of field in this because it's a diorama. What the heck? It's like a little, like, weird space worm. That makes me uncomfortable. This one's good. This one's really good. I'm gonna save this one. This is like... This is the winner of the bunch. So I have a prompt of a gingerbread men making a stop-motion animated food. So Puzzleam has already gotten a lot of prompts, so I think I'm going to give priority to let's see. So let's see, we have, I don't know how many of these I have left. A rotten bouquet of flowers in the style of Alphonse Mucha. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I know Mucha does really well in Midjourney, but I have yet to get a really good artistic style result. Let's give it a shot here, but... I really like streaming this because by getting ideas from people that I wouldn't think of. It's a great learning experience because it. Oh, interesting. This is kind of nailing that Mucha style. Oh, this one's cool looking, even though it's not Mucha. I kind of like that. That's not Mucha. It's interesting, but. Nah, Dall-E has a pretty weak understanding of artist styles. I mean, this is some nice line work, really. It's energetic. It's it looks like it's drawn by a very confident artist. There's an alacrity to it. This is just kind of a mess. But I don't know, it has its own charm. This is also kind of neat. But yeah, this one I rather like. I mean, look at that, like, subsurface scattering that's going on with the flower. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get consistent artist style results, really. I think Midjourney kind of takes the win on that one. And yeah, let's try gingerbread men making a stop-motion animated film. Well, this is not exactly what... So, I had wondered if this would basically, the gingerbread men would not be the ones in control of the situation. This is kind of disturbing. I don't know. Take a screenshot of that. I mean, what I'm impressed with is the fact that it got these reflections. And, like, the shadows and light. Oh, that's fun. Are these are like the, like, storyboard frames or something? Is this something, this kind of paper used in stop motion? Because that's kind of fascinating. Look how cute that is. That's adorable. Oh, man. I like how what's on here is totally not... I would be seriously impressed if what was on... I would be actually scared if what the thing that was on the screen was the same as what it was being pictured. Alright, let's try a fire-breathing dragon made of origami. That could be pretty cool. I forget how it's kind of nice sketching in Photoshop. When I don't care too much about having good line control. I've been mostly starting in Procreate and then bringing into sketches in Photoshop. Oh, this is cool. This one's a winner. Look at that. It's not really breathing fire exactly, except for maybe this one, but like, that's impressive. Look at that. Okay, let me make sure that one's saved. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, look at the shadows and the lighting. I mean, it really understands, like, paper shadows. These are some of the most solid ones I've gotten today. That one's cute. How cool is this? So our next prompt here from the comments: birds employed as animators sketching pictures. Oh, that was fast. Well, this is definitely not what I was expecting. I don't know what's happening here. I love this color and light. This is a very interesting... Like, you can just get some really novel color and light combinations that totally work. I am not seeing the animators part. It doesn't even look cartoony. Does it not understand employed, maybe? Yeah, the AI is not amazing at concepts. So let's see, our next one is a volcano made of water. Oh my gosh, toilet demon. I wonder if I need to use more words than that. They did say that you get better results if you're very specific. So like a toilet demon. I mean, it is kind of fun to see. Oh, interesting. So here's volcano made of water. Well, I don't know what to say on that. I mean, they are... Yeah, that was a good idea. I will give it... Yeah. I mean, sometimes I'm really surprised at how well it does. Let me try Toilet Demon, but in the meantime, think of maybe a more specific way to convey a Toilet Demon. I was advised to be specific. It's kind of like the more words, the better. But we'll try. I should probably have done like a Toilet Demon trending on ArtStation or something. I have a feeling Toilet Demon is going to be a cartoony. I could be wrong, but... Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm right. I mean, the thing is that you could totally see one of these on a t-shirt. Like, I mean, that's actually, like, I could sell this. I could finish the horns, go on, like, Threadless or something, and just put this up and sell shirts. I swear. Like... That's funny, like, you know, the Demon Toilet Company. And that's clearly like a sports logo. The Toilet Demons, that's pretty great. That's funny too. I am gonna... Dell, that's funny. He looks so angry that you are, like, walked in on him. I seriously feel like I could sell, like, I don't know if you guys agree, but I feel like right now, if I went on Threadless or something and uploaded this as a t-shirt, I would sell at least one shirt. Like, if I made a social media post or something of it. Like, I know their discoverability is bad, but, like... Alright, let's do it. Okay, so we have a demon crawling out of a toilet in a dimly lit public restroom. Okay. Till the toilet demon checks out. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, I know. I feel like dimly lit public restroom could end up with like something that's against their content, so I can't show it on air. Oh my. Well, interesting. I mean, but here's where this gets the imagination going. Is I can imagine a horror movie where you have art on the walls and like the graffiti is moving and the graffiti actually like comes out of the toilet. Like this is not the AI being creative, but it just gave me a creative idea, the seed of something, you know. Ugh. Well, I liked how it's using I never said horror movie, but it is using sort of like horror movie compositions for this, you know? Like there's definitely a narrative being told in the light and the interactive bathroom graffiti sounds horrifying. Yep. This one is probably the closest to the prompt, I guess. Alright. A supernova made of diamonds nearby. What do you mean by nearby Jupiter? Oh, you mean like outside of Jupiter. Maybe, how about orbiting Jupiter? I'm just trying to think of a way that will not confuse it. Okay, yeah, near Jupiter. Yeah, that's right. So, like, how about in front of Jupiter or something? Or, I feel like something like orbiting gets a little more, you have to think about the neural network, as everything is hyper-connected, and so when you use the word orbit, it's going to think space more, and it's going to do a better job. But also, orbiting could be bad because it's going to try to make it mechanical, because all the stuff it has in its library is like, I'm getting speech jammed here. Let me go to a different track. Okay, so super made of, yeah, let's try near, because I'm a little worried that orbiting is going to make it just try to be like satellites. So oh, this one's neat. I wouldn't give it an A grade, but as imagery itself, I mean, it has an interesting, like, naive approach to composition. That's kind of neat. Boy, I'm trying to parse exactly what it's thinking here. Is it thinking diamonds, as in, like, all of its pictures of diamonds always have this kind of a glimmer on it? And that's what it's picking up. This one's pretty cool right here. This is probably the best one in my eyes. Go ahead and save that. Yeah, see, the thing is with the near thing, if I had done orbiting, it might be different. I know that in Disco Diffusion, some of the modifiers that are really good are like made of yarn. Made of yarn always makes really interesting things. I've gotten good results with made of beads, made of modeling clay, like an antique desert city made of clay and giant copper bells. Yeah, let's try that. It's remarkable how fast this is. Oh, it looks like it didn't enter. Oh, well, everybody, I have reached the limit of 50 requests per day, which helps ensure others can use it. Please try again in 21 hours. No! Yeah, well, this is super fun. I feel like I could do this every day. I love getting suggestions I wouldn't have thought of. Gas station with neon lights in the deserts under full sky. Oh, that's such a good prompt. I'm going to save that for next time to get us kicked off here. Because unfortunately we are. Actually, you know what? I'm going to Midjourney this. Here, let me go to my Midjourney bot here. So if I go to imagine, so what is with this music? This is supposed to be royalty-free techno. What's with all these like drug over voices? All right, so Midjourney takes a little longer. It's right now in 11%, but that's because I'm in relaxed mode. Okay, let me make the, let me try it again. So Midjourney has its own strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, let's make it a vaporwave style. So it's still not done rendering. So this is it's a really small thing. I then have to take my favorites and then I can render them higher. That's sort of how Midjourney works. It definitely captures it though, doesn't it? So you can see it's not quite as good as Dall-E at realism. Oh, now it's done. Yeah, it doesn't fully get there, but I like how it yeah. It says, yeah, I'd be curious to try actually sketching the tool for concept art purpose. Yeah, I mean, this is a great way to do jump offs for sure. It does. It really does. Midjourney has a lot better style. It's more artistic. It does like beautiful, lush, painterly brush strokes. But yeah, it does make an attempt. The nice thing about Midjourney is you do have commercial rights to it as long as it's not NFT. So I've been making stuff for a new kind of RPG. And somebody needs like different like weapons for it, and they don't have as much of a content. They still have an anti-gore content policy, but you are allowed to render weapons. And I was playing around with it, trying to. These are some pretty good weapons here for what they're going after. I was trying to do like a high-tech jackhammer. Here we have like a titanium grenade. I thought it did a pretty good job with that. Here it is. I was trying to do punch because one of the attacks that needs to be on the card is punch. And it's funny because AI has a really hard time with like finger count. It understands what a finger looks like, but it doesn't really conceptualize counting. It's really interesting. Like, I was talking with the devs. They have this open office hours conference thing on Discord, and they were saying like they have to do human intervention to try to make it count, but the deep learning doesn't really understand counting, which is very interesting. This is great. So yeah, just for getting ideas. This is, for example, I might not have thought to design a gun that looked like that. So yeah, fun stuff. Oh, it is, I have been streaming for a while now. It's over 2 hours, so I think I'll probably get going. But it's been super fun. Thank you to everybody who gave me prompts. I've had a blast. This is such a fun toy, and it's very exciting to get to use it. So I hope everyone has an awesome night and have a good 4th of July weekend. And yeah, goodbye.